I really need to get a haircut because I look like a suspicious individual right now. Yo! It's literally 12 a.m. in the morning as I'm recording this. That's how much I care about making this video today. For those of you who may not already be familiar with this series on my channel, or it's technically only been 2 videos, including this one, so it's now a series on my channel. Every now and again in our day-to-day lives, we find ourselves saying some phrases a lot, and they're common phrases between groups of people that people say all the time. But certain phrases can be a bit problematic. Some phrases may just be a cry for help, that you need support from other people or somebody to tell you how to live your life because you seem to not be able to follow the instructions. That's not a bad thing, Everybody needs help from time to time, but a lot of you make decisions like you're playing The Sims instead of, real life. But for those of you with the decision-making skills of a walnut, do not worry, I am here to save you. Today we are talking about manipulative phrases, or as the title told you already, gaslighting sentences. If you ask anybody alive, they're never going to admit openly like, oh, I gaslight people, oh, I manipulate people. Most of the time, people don't even know they're doing it. But we do it a lot more than we think. Even those people that may be the nicest person are being a bit manipulated. But that's kind of our nature as human beings. We're going to try and convince people about the things we want, and we're not exactly wrong for that. But at a certain point, it becomes too much. The phrase gaslighting in itself has already been buried by the internet so many times that I probably didn't even need to do this explanation, but I already did it, so I kind of already here, and I needed to get this video to 10 minutes, so what did you want from me? I have to make sure I get that ad revenue in like 5 years from now. All that being said, I think I've done enough waffling and exposition. Now we can just get into the first one. Those of you that watched part 1, you may have noticed I'm using a different editing software because the CapCut community guidelines are crazy. We are not using CapCut. We are out. I want to say this for this section of the video and for the entirety of the video. Gaslighting isn't just about other people. You can manipulate yourself into believing things that are not true or are not necessary. There is such a danger in self-gaslighting that people don't talk about because people are so focused on what other people do to other people rather than what we as people do to ourselves. That being said, however, I am guilty of this one because I like to pretend like I'm a tough guy.
If he wanted you out of there, he'll go do it himself on feet.
I think a large demographic of this is guys that were brought up in traditional households such as myself, where you're not really allowed to express grief or anger or anything about a situation because it's deemed unmasculine to confront your feelings or to have big feelings about a situation. At the same time, while I do acknowledge that, it's not exactly like any problem that people go through is gender specific. The fact is, we've never met every single person on the planet Earth. So by that logic, there's somebody out there on this planet who is going through a problem that you think you are the only person going through or only people of your gender are going through, but they are of an opposite gender or a different gender. Gender is a spectrum, psychology 101. I can't wait to see my top comment just write utter woke nonsense. Back on topic though, with that whole sentence of I'll just get over it, will you though? Like, will you actually? I don't even know if this is a hot take or not, but to me that's just the purest form of copium. Like, you're just trying to cope with this hard situation by telling yourself that you're going to get over it, when in reality the way to get over it is to address it, but you're going to do anything else except that. And like I said, I'm guilty of this too. This is not a call out or an attack. Your mental environment is just as critical as your external environment. If you are going to train your brain to just get over things, you're going to have a lot tougher skin.
What?
But you're gonna have a lot harder time.
Bruh.
That is not a sentence. Hold on. I've got something. You're going to have a harder time to express your emotions and go through them in a healthy manner. You're gonna find yourself lashing out a lot more. When you really think about it, you're kind of contradicting yourself because you feel strong and you feel like you're doing the strong thing, but you're just rage quitting in real life. That's the biggest skill issue I've ever seen, and I know people who are 20 years old and can't even tie their shoelaces properly. I am the people I'm talking about. I'm really bad at tying my shoes. I'm learning. I'm trying to get better at it, but I'm just not good at it. These people will go through the most heart-aching situation and try to power through it with a smile on their faces. You will ask them if they are okay 100 times and they will never admit it. The average conversation with these people goes something like, yo, Darren, I heard what happened to you. I'm so sorry, bro. Thanks, man. I just really needed the support right now. Wait. What happened to Darren? Oh, dude, my cat died the other day. Oh, dang. I'm sorry, man. Yeah, thanks for the comfort, man. There was just an electrical failure because my cat hadn't eaten for 2 days and decided to bite the circuit breaker, blowing up the entire neighborhood, and I'm the only survivor. Dude, are you okay? Man, this is what I love about Darren. He goes through the hardest stuff and just gets over it. He's a real inspiration, man. I'm gonna go home. I'm gonna work hard so I can be just like you, my boy. You got this. Yeah, I'll just get over it. Hey, Darren? Yeah, what's up? You need some new friends, my guy. Yeah. It doesn't make you weaker to recognize that you need help with a situation. We all go through stuff. It's normal. It's actually healthy and strong if you're able to admit that something is going to be hard for you to get over. And with all of these statements, something I should have probably said at the beginning of this video, they're not always gaslighting. Some people use this and it's actually pure determination, and that's really good for you. I'm more so here to talk about the people that are using these sentences in unhealthy ways for them or other people. You get me? Cool. Next thing. I am not an easily agitated person, but this one really grinds my gears. To be honest, I kind of just wanted to use the sentence grinds my gears in a real video. That was it. Why on earth are you so obsessed with being part of something that you're willing to try to convince people that know you're lying about being a part of this group, that you're a part of this group? Just because something is trending and you didn't know it until it was trending doesn't make you any less cool. The same way knowing something before it was trending doesn't make you cool either. You have herd mentality. You are a sheep to people. It is bad for you. You're doing the real life equivalent if I walked up to the Akatsuki while they were trying to blow up the village and was like, yep, I've been here since day one. If I did that, Pain would have upped the aim and left my t-shirt with some red stains, no ketchup. What do you mean? I think this one really just makes me mad because I really don't like liars, especially unnecessary lying. And for whatever reason, these people love to do this with music. An artist who maybe 7 people you know actually knew, this guy knew them 5 days before they blew up. The second that guy makes a big song, here comes that one friend talking about some, nah, if you weren't here from day one, stay on that side. Bro, what? You weren't here from day one. There is actually more power in admitting that you didn't like something and grew to like it, grew to learn about it and love it. I'm personally someone who's just very late to trends, whether it's like movies and series, music and artists, or even just internet trends in general. I was like a season behind in Invincible before the last season came out. And I'm not too proud to admit when I watched something just because of TikTok. Heck, I only started watching Demon Slayer a couple of weeks ago and I'm on episode 5 now. It's not like I'm very deep into it, but I was hating on it and now I realize it's very good. So yeah, since the time of this recording, I have watched more episodes of Demon Slayer and would like to revise my previous statement. It is not very good. This is peak. I have set my heart ablaze. It is genuinely okay to admit that you only learned about something because of it trending. That's how things work. It doesn't make you any less special. And there's nothing wrong with it. It's really fine. It's really okay. No one's judging you. Come here. Let me caress your cheek. I got you. It's okay. I would try to give a serious analysis about this, but this one kind of makes me laugh because it's the equivalent of like the Men in Black memory wipe. Have you ever just had a long list of different ways somebody has wronged you before? Then the second they ask you, name one time, it all just disappears. I used to do this one a lot until recently because I realized just how messed up it is because I hate when someone does this to me. You're going to be making the most headway you have ever made on a point, doing light Yagami levels of thinking, brainiac brain power, all of it locked in. Someone will just ask you, yo bro, name one time, all of it's gone. I think the statement just puts you under a lot of pressure to try to remember and suddenly your brain just blanks because of the anxiety. To the people who ask people this whenever they're about to make a point, please do not do it. I know sometimes we kind of just want proof because someone may be accusing us of something that just isn't true. But it's about the way you ask for that proof because this is just the most toxic way for asking for it. The dumbest thing is, even when you do name one time, most of the time, people will deny that they ever did that. I'm talking you go out of your way to confront this person talking about, bro, you're always stealing my left socks. Could you stop doing that? Bro, name one time I stole your left sock. I can see you wearing my left sock right now. I'm gonna stop you right there because I am technically wearing it on my right foot, thus making this sock no longer a left. Alright, I'm just gonna fight you now. As with all of these things, there is a balance to it. It's not like if you do it, you're always gaslighting, but it is a very manipulative statement and a very good way to make someone doubt their reality. Do not do this. I am not trying to put you off. However, there is a precursor for this statement that I do want to talk about next, so let's get into that one. The thing with this one, it's just not true. No one really ever always does anything. But let's entertain for a second that you don't mean it exactly as always, and you're just trying to show that somebody does do something frequently. If they do it so frequently, have you expressed to them that you don't want them to do this thing? I think with a lot of these phrases, the background to when you say them is what really turns them into gaslighting phrases. Because I do not know how many times I will make one mistake or do something for the first time and somebody will be like, yep, there he goes again, doing it again. The most annoying way that people use this is when they're clearly losing an argument and they just need to redirect the goalpost in order for them to talk about something else that's completely not relevant to the current topic. And sometimes it will turn a lighthearted topic into something personal and something accusatory all of a sudden. The average rant of this usually goes something like, man, you always do this. You have this way of just making me feel really stupid no matter how hard I try for you. It's like I'll be doing my best and I feel like you're just taking advantage of me because of the way my father used to mistreat me. You're so manipulative. You're the worst. All I said is red is a common favorite color. All I said was red is too common. And you turned this into I didn't even roast him for real. Like, I get it, we don't choose when our emotions come out of us, but bro, why is this coming out right now? We're not even talking about that right now. Due to its versatility, you may even think that this is like the GOAT of gaslighting phrases, but I am here to tell you about the Son Goku, the LeBron James, the CR7 of gaslighting phrases right here. Let's just give a small round of applause for the Oscar level storytelling that people use this phrase in. I wish I was joking, but I just associate this phrase with like TV traitors, abusive husbands, and lying girlfriends. And if you're any of these things, please just leave the channel right now. Except like the TV traitors, because you're technically actors, so I don't know if you're necessarily bad people. And I'm not talking about the TV show traitors, because I haven't watched that. This is the most diabolical, caught red-handed phrase of them all. The only time any person looks to this secret technique is when they've tried everything else and the only option left is just to convince the other person that this isn't real. And as a person who loves betrayal and mystery games like Blood on the Clock Tower and Mafia and like Among Us and all of those things, you know, I love them. I have so much PTSD. I have been gaslit by my closest comrades in seconds. They looked me in my eyes and lied. The good news is I always got my lick back. Ain't no one getting that easy. But that's just in games. People do this to other people in real life. Imagine whipping this out on your closest friend so nonchalant. Bro, ain't no way you're texting my crush again. Dude, you sound crazy. I can see you in the chat right now. You sound crazy. I am watching you type the message as we speak. You sound crazy. She is sending me screenshots right now. Have you not heard of AI? Yep, that's it. I'm getting the SMG. I'm lucky enough to never have experienced this in a way that convinced me, or even like in real life to my knowledge. If so, the person has just completely gotten away with it and there's nothing I can do. But there are people who use this on innocent people that they know they can manipulate, and I do not understand why. And with all the other ones, I can find a positive spin on it. But with this one, it's just manipulation usually, unless the person is actually crazy and making the situation up. Just because it sounds crazy doesn't mean it's not happening. They are saying it because it sounds crazy. They know. If you are ever genuinely expressing something and instead of explaining themselves, somebody tells you you sound crazy, run away. I want you hitting Wally West numbers. I'm talking 3 point every day. The best way to really know if you're being gaslit or if you are a gaslighter is to analyze the situation, and sometimes it's hard for us to be unbiased in doing so. Talk to your friends, talk to your family. You can use the comments to talk to me. I'll respond when I have time and I'm not on like a 6-7 month break. It is so important for human beings as social creatures to interact with each other and try to help each other understand how our brains are working in a moment. It really will just help you become a better person. At my young age, I think I've learned a lot from mistakes and criticisms and advice from other people. And I'm going to like keep doing that as I keep growing, and it's important to learn that way. To borrow from the phrase of absence making your heart grow fonder, solitude makes your brain grow confused, and the confused brain would do a lot to find peace. So don't let your brain get too confused. I'm low-key a positive role model. I have like a good influence in society. I'm like top 5 wisest people ever. That's really everything I had to say in this video. So leave a like, share it, subscribe on the road to 10K. Let me know in the comments what category or what theme you'd like to see next for one of these kinds of videos. I appreciate all the support and love I've gotten throughout the year. Take care of yourself, stay positive. You can get through whatever it is you're going through. Drink some water, and always and forever, in whatever you do, go major. Mwah. If you have stayed to this point in the video, I just want to say thank you. The other video I made before this was very emotional because it was the first time I kind of looked into the camera lens for months, really, because I had been avoiding this and putting it off and had really gone through my own like points of self-change. This mic doesn't work. I can put this to the side now. This is raw and unfiltered. You will never see me like this again, probably. I'm lying. In all seriousness though, thank you everybody that is subscribed, everybody that shared my videos or even watched my videos. Even all the like comments that were making fun of me and likes, I really love those. Those were really good. I didn't know whether I ever would say this in camera, and I may make a serious video talking about it, so here's a bit of a preview. My life's goal is to help as many people as I humanly can. Which is why, as some of you may have figured out from some of the skits I do, Lemillion is my favorite anime character. My goal is similar to his. I want to help as many people as I can. And whether I help you by having you laugh with me, having you laugh at me, or just taking your mind off something, or I say some advice that really helps you, or I'm just background noise for you to do something. I want to be a person who lives his life trying to have a positive impact on all kinds of people, because I feel like if we had more people like that in the world would be better. And I'm a strong believer in being the change that you want to see in the world. So thank you for being part of this community, even though I'm not the most consistent. And I promise I am doing better. I will be consistent. It's a bit empty if I say all of this then never do anything. And I know that, and I realize that. I will never just stop uploading without saying why, even if there's only 2 people that care. And I will do my best in this to show everybody out there that anything is possible. Some of you may relate to me, some of you may just find me entertaining, but I just like having a group of people together that can be a positive community, and that's what I'm looking for here. So genuinely, from the bottom of my heart to all 4,330 something of you that there is, I think it may be more or less now, I am grateful for each and every individual person, and each and every individual person matters. A lot of celebrities say that, a lot of famous people say that, then don't do anything for their community. I am putting this in video form right now as a promise that no matter how successful I end up being, whether this is the ceiling or I become the biggest entertainer of all time, my goal is to make my content available to as many people as possible and to entertain and give to people the best parts of me that I always can. Whether that's for free or whether I'm making $1 million from it, I would do my best to give back to you as my fan for supporting me. Because even if I don't know it, I am a part of your life, and I am something that either you saw in passing and it made you smile, you don't like at all, but I have affected your life. And I'm grateful for you letting me do that, no matter in what way it is. And I really hope it is a positive one. And so in this moment, don't develop some sort of weird parasocial relationship and think that you can just like jump on my back in random places. Don't do all that. But I genuinely am grateful for each and every person that is here. And I hope that I inspire you to go after your dreams in your day-to-day life, whether that's as simple as you wanting to run a cafe or as grand as you wanting to become the best athlete in the world in a certain sport. I hope I'm that positive influence for you as people were at a point for me, no matter how different we are or how similar we are. All right, enough of this sappy rant. It's late in the night and I've got to get up early tomorrow. Thank you for watching, and I do love each and every one of you. Go get some sleep and stuff. Stay healthy. Eat your greens. And subscribe so I can like get a haircut and stuff. All right, bye now. Mwah.